A passage by the Senate is being called a major step forward for President Donald Trump's promises for massive tax cuts and reform. Last night, the Senate passed a $4 trillion budget blueprint. The 51-49 vote sets the stage for debate later this year to dramatically overhaul the U.S. tax code. It would cut rates for individuals and corporations while clearing away trillions of dollars worth of deductions and special interest tax breaks. The tax cuts would add up to $1.5 trillion to the federal deficit over the coming decade. The debate is intensifying over comments President Trump made to the widow of one of the 4 soldiers killed in Niger a few weeks ago. The latest comments on the president's call to Army Sergeant La David Johnson's widow is from Johnson's half-sister. She says President Trump was disrespectful. Meanwhile, Chief of Staff John Kelly, whose son was killed while serving in Afghanistan, defended the president, saying President Trump asked for his help on what to say to families of fallen soldiers.
He was doing exactly what he wanted to do when he was killed. He knew what the possibilities were because we're at war. When he died, he was surrounded by the best men on this earth, his friends. That's what the president tried to say to 4 families the other day.
President Trump tweeted overnight about Congresswoman Frederica Wilson of Florida, who says she was in the car with Johnson's widow when the president called. He said, "The fake news is going crazy with wacky Congresswoman Wilson, who was secretly on a very personal call and gave a total lie on content."
Governor Mark Dayton and lawmakers have secured millions in state and federal resources to put toward affordable housing.
And I cannot imagine the trauma of not knowing where you're going to lay your head in a society that is the greatest country in the world that cannot figure it out.
That's the mayor of North Branch. She helped announce the new funding and stressed the importance of having an affordable place to live. The funding will help create and preserve 1,800 housing opportunities across Minnesota.
A man is dead after leading police on a chase before jumping over the Lafayette Bridge in St. Paul. Police tell us the chase started on Concord Street just after 10:40 last night in South St. Paul. The driver then drove northbound on Highway 52 into St. Paul. Police say he stopped the vehicle on the bridge, got out, and then jumped about 50 feet down into a grassy area between the Mississippi River and Shepherd Road. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The BCA is now investigating. 2 people were rushed to the hospital after crashing their motorcycle in North Branch. It happened just after 7 o'clock last night on Falcon Avenue. When officers arrived on scene, they found a 54-year-old man and a 56-year-old woman unresponsive. Police tell us they crashed their motorcycle into a combine and were not wearing helmets. Investigators believe alcohol is a factor in the crash. The combine driver was not hurt.
New research finds pollution killed at least 9 million people worldwide in 2015. It also cost the world $4.6 trillion a year, exceeding that of war, smoking, hunger, or natural disasters. A study in The Lancet says the fine particles in air pollution are the biggest threat.
Those particles go into the lung, they travel through the bloodstream, they reach all the organs of the body, and they cause a whole range of diseases.
Author Philip Landrigan says those diseases include heart disease, stroke, and lung cancer. He also says cleaning up pollution needs to be a higher priority around the world.
Mega Millions jackpot players will soon have to pay a little more for a chance to win big. But the odds of winning the jackpot go down as well. Starting next Saturday, a ticket will cost you $2. The Mega Millions lottery says despite the price increase, there are other benefits to the new rules. The starting jackpot will increase from $15 million to $40 million. The odds of winning secondary prizes will improve as well.